to Quizlet. Quizlet is a site that lets you make flashcards. I'm sure you're used to flashcards, the real ones. It's a card and you have one piece of information, one word and on the front and maybe a translation or an example on the back. Well, these are digital ones, and here you can see we're in the flashcard mode. So this is the front of the card, and you might recognize this phrase because it was in the listening that we listened to in class. The first part was the project I'm, and if I look at the back by clicking here, working on. So it's a digital flashcard. Now I can look at it like that, or I can go to the options and I can start with both sides, so I see both sides of the card. I could start with what is called the definition, which is the back of the card, but the logical place to test yourself is perhaps the term, the front of the card. Or you can start with both sides, so let's just do that. We have 6 cards in this set, and we can look at them like this. And you'll recognise that these are examples of interesting expressions that we looked at in class. There are only 6 of them because this is just an example. If you have problems with pronunciation, you can also put the audio on and listen to the robot. The intonation pattern is not very natural, but it's good if you want to practice pronunciation. So let's have a go.
The project I'm working on. The project I'm working on.
You can click on these as many times as you like and listen to it again.
The project I'm. The project I'm.
So it's very good. You can switch it off when you don't want it because it might become a bit irritating. Okay, let's go back to our original one. Do you remember what it was? The project I'm. And then you can go over to check it. So that's how you use the basic flashcards. I'm going to switch the options off, but there are lots more things you can do. If you go down to here, choose a study mode, you can choose learn. And here you have, I've set it to start with the term first because this is the most intuitive way. You can see there are 5 cards, one I got right because I was using it before. So we type in what we think is the correct answer. So vocabulary is something advanced. Now I put learners, but I'm going to put students. Let's see what the site does. Find extremely problematic. And it tells me that I should have said learners. Well, I should have added that. So this one goes into the incorrect and I get the chance to do it again. But I can just continue and do the next one. They need to do written exams. No, it was an exam in written English. I'm obviously not very good at this. Okay, but you can see here how we're working on memory, which is what you need to do. You can also make yourself a test. If you click that, and again you have options, so you might choose to not have the written one, first of all, just to have matching and multiple choice, starting with the term, create a new test. So you have to match, they need to do an exam in written English. You don't worry if you don't get everything, you see. And vocabulary is something B that advanced learners find extremely problematic. You can go through the test, you can check your answers, and it will tell you again that I'm not very good and give me the correct answer. And then if I want to, I can print the test, I can see how I did, and I can create a new test. So by the time you've been through these 3 stages, you probably remember the items quite well. And then you can play a game. My favourite game is scatter, and it can be quite addictive. What you do is you get the 2 sides of the flashcard and you have to drag one on top of the other to make them disappear. And the idea is to get rid of them all as quickly as possible. So let's see how fast we can do it. Are you ready? You don't get everything. Don't worry if you don't get everything. They need to do an exam in written English. I want to develop some materials. Vocabulary is something that advanced learners just take down main points. The project I'm working on. Oh, good time. Now beat that time. Okay, so as I said, can be quite addictive. So what are you waiting for? Come into the classroom and start playing. And then go to the site, which is Quizlet.com, and create your own vocabulary sets. Remember that memory is the first step, because once you remember the words, you can express yourselves. Have fun.